This is a quick video showing the settings I'm using on my MGL V6 radio. I've got it installed in my Sonex with the Jabiru 3300, and it takes a little bit of playing with to get the settings just right. So let me just run through my settings so you can see how mine are set up. So we'll go in here to the settings. So the first thing, I'm on VOGAD medium with a setting of 4. I found that on the Sonex with its noisier cockpit, if a VOGAD of low is used or a lower numeric figure on either the low, medium, or high is used, it tends to pick up a lot of mic noise, especially if you look towards the canopy, it opens up the mic. The medium still preserves pretty good clear sound, but cuts out a lot of that extraneous noise. And you can kind of fine tune the medium around the middle of the range. If you turn it down, it'll open up when you get close to the side. If you turn it up, it'll start to clip the first few syllables out of your word. So I would suggest that you set it to medium, set it to the middle range, and see if you get any clipping. You can try and turn it down and see if that helps any. So making adjustments, you just hit the set button. And you can adjust the setting here. Okay, so back to where I started with medium, setting of 4. Okay, so scrolling through here on the VOGAD. Squelch, I've got a fairly high squelch just because I think I'm getting a little bit of ignition noise, and the squelch of 8 keeps that stuff down. I don't get any kind of static. I can go a little lower, but this seems to be a good compromise. The pilot and mic levels, the pilot and passenger mic levels. So depending on the headset you use and the gain sensitivity of your mic, you may have to play with these. On my old passive headsets, I'd set these to -6. On my new Lightspeed, or my new Halo headsets, the Quiet Technologies in-ear Halo, I've got these to -3. And essentially, if your mic is going to be very sensitive and it's going to put out a high level, it'll work in conjunction with your VOGAD setting. As you get close to something, it'll open up. Or even if it's next to your lips and you kind of open your mouth and you kind of get this tone that makes it's almost like an echo inside your mouth. Your mic sensitivity is probably too high. You need to tone it down a little bit. And I run the same on my mic. Sometimes I'll use a passive headset, and one of my passive headsets needs a little bit more dampening. So that's what the last I used was this -4.5. So when I go back to my in-ear style Halo on the passenger, I'll change that back to a -3. The packs 2 and 3, I've got them just turned all the way down. My music, I've got it all the way up because I want the highest music volume coming in. And the mute setting, I just want it to lower enough where I can hear the music, but I know that it's lowering and I can hear the radio. And so just through trial and error, I set it to that -6. If you want it to go all the way, you can crank that up, and so the music like goes completely out. And if you wanted no muting at all, you could go to a 0, and then it wouldn't dim at all when you have a transmission that tries to override your music input. The primary auxiliary input is coming from the Dynon, and so that's to give me a good sound from the Dynon voice inputs. That's just through trial and error. Secondary is same thing. I use the mic bandpass filter. It's an additional layer of filtering, and it kind of helps cut out some of the low frequency noise that I hear in the cockpit. Just running through my setups. I use a Vox on the mic because I want to be able to use both sides to talk when either push to talk is pressed. I have separate PTTs, but the Vox feature is tied. And I like the side tone because I want to be able to hear myself when I talk. And that's the end. I hope this helps.